Is AI good for mental health? Well, the short answer is no. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a counselor and I feel somehow threatened by AI, because I really don't. In fact, if anything, studies have shown that people using AI for mental health and wellness is unfortunately creating more business for folks like me instead of less. Now, that's the short answer. The long answer, well, it's also no. Studies and articles published from Stanford, Syracuse, and Case Western Reserve universities are all showing that it actually worsens problems like depression, anxiety, loneliness, ADHD, trauma, acute crises, and. Because at the end of the day, AI is just a very poor substitute for actual care. And here's why: it gives wrong answers, it gives bad advice, it can hallucinate, which is never helpful for just about anything. Quick sidebar: AI hallucination is just a nice way of saying that it completely makes stuff up. Like, totally makes it up and shares it as if it is completely true, and will sometimes even fabricate sources to back itself up. And look, admittedly, a lot of those issues could be seen as technical flaws in the AI modeling, which could potentially be resolved over time as AI models and algorithms continue to develop and get refined. But if you're in the thick of things and you're feeling awful, you are in no fit state to be fact checking every single word a screen gives you. But here's the most important part of all of this: no AI is capable of actually knowing you, knowing who and what you are in a meaningful way. No algorithm can actually appreciate you and what makes you special. AI cannot connect to you and understand what makes you tick in a way that will help you actually resolve your issues. It can't actually sympathize with you, it can only create an illusion of sympathy. The best it can do really is just spit out words that mimic actual connection to you. It may sound nice, but it can't really be in your corner because it's just a bunch of ones and zeros that wouldn't know or care if you suddenly magically disappeared 5 seconds after you asked your question. AI doesn't care about you because it literally doesn't care. It's not capable of caring. Suffice to say, AI is physically unable to develop a real therapeutic relationship with anyone, and that really is a significant portion of seeking out a therapist or a counselor. It is deeply powerful and ultimately healing to sit with someone who can actually see you, who can offer you facial expressions to show that you're truly being heard, who has had actual experiences and gained real wisdom and insights into the things you might be feeling. To be with another person who can not only accompany you as you explore and start to feel better, but who can truly appreciate you and celebrate you as you go along is very, very healing. An actual human being can recognize the change that you may not notice or recognize in yourself, something else that AI isn't so great at. There's just no replacement or even real parallel for human connection when you're not feeling well, or even if you are. And if all of that hasn't been sufficiently convincing, then hopefully this will. Nothing, nothing you tell AI is private. AI is a product owned by corporations that seek to generate profit for shareholders, and that means that not only will an AI model use your thoughts, ideas, and struggles to improve itself and make sure that future responses are good, but as soon as you tell AI anything, whatever it is you said or wrote is now the property of whatever corporation owns the AI. It's no longer yours. Doesn't matter how nice you are or how unfair life might be in this regard, your thoughts, your words, your secrets, they don't belong to you anymore. There's no legal protection for you, and privacy laws like HIPAA don't apply. Now, I might be wrong about this, but I cannot imagine that you would really want Microsoft or Elon Musk to own transcripts of your deepest struggles. I can't imagine that you'd really want to turn over your troubles and your private thoughts to something or someone that could then just share those thoughts with anyone, any government or billboard. Is it likely that would happen? Honestly, no. But when it comes to really sensitive, delicate, personal parts of your life, why would you leave things up to chance? Now, all that being said, AI is not entirely evil when it comes to mental health and wellness. If you take steps to protect your privacy and anonymity, AI can help track your mood. It can make some great journaling prompts to help you self reflect, which can be very valuable. And it can also help develop some potential talking points that you can then explore with an actual counselor or therapist. And in that regard, it can potentially help you get farther faster in your process of healing or resolution. But at least at this point, it's really best to leave things there. And of course, I am well aware that there are folks that will tell you that everything I have said doesn't really matter, and AI is a great substitute for therapy, and if not right now, then it definitely will be in the future. But I'll be honest, from what I've seen, most of these folks are really just focused on their own careers, income, ego, and not on you and your actual well being, which oddly, a therapist or counselor, it's what they do for a living. We focus on you and your actual well being. At the end of the day, you are a human being and you matter a lot. But also at the end of the day, people only matter to other people. Well, maybe also our pets. Can't forget them. You don't matter, however, to a screen. And when it comes to your health and well being, you deserve to feel like you truly matter. Because you do. Wellness comes from meaningful connection with yourself and with others. So lean into that and not a screen that will ultimately just make you feel worse. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And as always, be well.